Post-nuclear war survival. 3 days ago, nuclear war broke out around the world with massive attacks in all heavily populated areas. For the first 24 hours, radio broadcasts reported tremendous damage and loss of life in all areas, including the total annihilation of most of Earth's population. For the past 48 hours, there has been no broadcast. Unfortunately, the people listed below were able to reach a fallout shelter in time to take cover and survive the initial blast. You must assume that those in the shelter are, as far as you know, the only survivors of the war. Here's the dilemma. There are 12 people in the fallout shelter, but there is not enough food, water, and other supplies to keep them all alive until the atmosphere is safe. To survive, the people must stay inside the fallout shelter for at least 3 months. The problem is that if all of them stay in the shelter, all of them will starve to death or dehydrate. There are supplies enough to allow 7 of the 12 people to survive. Your task is to decide, based on the information given, which people will be allowed to remain and which people will be required to leave the shelter. We will assume that those who are selected to leave will do so peacefully. At issue is the survival of the human race, after all. The bottom line is that if human beings are to repopulate the earth, such repopulation will begin with those survivors chosen by you. Carefully evaluate all information about each of the 12 people. Consider their health, experiences, age, sex, and intelligence. Then decide which 7 will be allowed to stay and which 5 must leave.